Hey guys, what's up? Beast from Beast Toys here coming at you this evening. Got an opening of a multi-bot Masters of the Universe Origins. Got this from Amazon this last week, I think. I just hadn't had it set aside over here. Hadn't got a chance to quite get to doing the opening of the video, so we are going to open it now. Been meaning to check this guy out. I did not have a multi-bot as a kid. I feel like I did. I want to think I did, but I don't believe I did, because I think I would have had some pieces or something left over. And I never had anything that I can recall remotely remotely looking like anything that resembled a piece of multi-bot. So, cool part, comes with an outer box to cover the inner box. Haven't even really checked it yet. Ooh, yeah, he's good size. I don't remember. Yeah, I definitely didn't have him. He's cool though. Horde multi-bot. Let's show off all the side artwork. We got tons of, looks like you can make, let's show both sides first. Looks like you can make lots of different parts out of him, or lots of pieces. I always like how they make the figure or certain pieces on the back shiny. If you can look at my light, you can see it as I turn it. They highlight the figure and then everything else on there. We'll look. Wonder what a lot of stuff going on there. Some kind of Tila looking Hordak on the Mosquito bot. Something way up in the corner, and lots of different views of multi-bot. And then you got some Eternian soldiers. Looks like maybe Tila and some other guy. But at any rate, pretty cool. Enough parts to form 2 complete robots. Yeah, I'd say so. That's what's cool about him. He's multi-bot. So, let's see. What's the best way to open him without making a mess? This side is already... trying to come up over here anyway. Interior shows you all the pieces you are getting, so that's kind of neat. I noticed that's been that way on a couple. Oh, there's a little thing here on the back. I'm going to read it off. Modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe action figures, Masters of the Universe Origins, highlighted, mind you, gives you the power to pose Eternia's greatest warriors as retro-style figures or in new action-packed battle positions. Transformable weapon. Use tools to remove ball joints from sockets. Even shows you that on the back. I guess I want to be careful. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. When you're checking this out, I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of fancy work. He is also built very similar to our friend Modulok. That's the interesting part. So you can do a lot. I mean, the whole box has tons of different figure looks, here and here and all over. So that's kind of cool. All right, well, let's kind of open him up and see what we got. We're gonna have to cut some things. We got 6 sets of legs. We got lots of joints in there. Weapon, shield, whole 9 yards. And then we got all these circular pieces, so you can, in the socket joints, you can change things up. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on here, and I hope you're not disappointed in me, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna mess with it too terribly much. I don't kind of like the way it is personally, but I know we can change a lot. Not to mention, kind of leaves it up for you to kind of explore your own when you want, if and when you want to. But yes, I know you're here checking him out just to kind of see what he looks like. Trying to decide if you want to buy, if you're one of those guys that hasn't bought yet. So, I'm trying to think. I pre-ordered mine when the pre-order came up. I think what I ended up paying for this one was 30 something, 32. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, when you think about it, this is what I would say about the price-wise and all that. When I think about it, I really don't feel that bad when I say the price of this isn't absolutely god-awful high and terrible for what you get. And the reason I say that is, you know, you look at a lot of Origins, you look at a lot of just Masters of the Universe, well, just your action figures in general, whatever line you collect, you know, assuming you collect this line and other lines. I'm a multi-line guy, and yes, it gets difficult at times. Not to sugarcoat things. It gets very difficult to collect a lot of stuff, and I have trimmed back quite a bit. Is one thing I will say. Throw that in there. So, that being said, well, that's what's going on. I was like, I got a piece on here. That's what's going on. Like I said, he's kind of, trying to think, for lack of a better word, he's thick for an Origins figure. Thick. And again, like I said earlier, he's still attached somewhere, and I'm not seeing it. Up on his arm. Yeah, up on his arm. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, price-wise and what you get, he's a thick character. He's got a lot going on. Not a bad, like I said, not a bad price for what you get. All things considered. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say, I say it in a lot of my videos, the prices of everything is to me is too high. I'm not a fan of. Gotta get all these pegs out. This is a tricky part. I remember doing this with Modula. I think if you go back and watch my Modula video, you'll see I kind of had to pop all this out. So I'm going to need a Ziploc baggie for all these parts, which is another reason I'm not going to go and make a bunch, show you a ton of different looks. That's, like I said, I'm thinking that's kind of something you want to do on your own, and myself, I don't want to sit here and waste time and, you know, have someone watching. You know, I guess you could flip through. I guess there's always the option to fast forward through if I did do them all, but I'm afraid if I started to do too many looks, I'm going to end up with a 20 to 30 minute video, and I don't want that for one single figure. I don't mind doing long videos when I do, you know, my HasLab videos are longer, obviously. I don't know if I've done any playset videos recently, but I know I haven't recently, but a playset video would be longer. Just bigger things with a lot of stuff can be longer. And sure, I could. Sorry, I'm not trying to get all this out. I got a test to say, yeah, I could do that. But my personal thought is, you know, I'm leaving it up to your imagination what you want to do with him. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not very creative. That's another reason. I'm kind of embarrassed to say it, but I'm not. I'm not very creative. I'm pretty vanilla a lot of times. I do have good ideas sometimes, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just not super creative. So I'm trying to put this back in place. I don't mess it up. The box is nice. I like the box. I like the art. I always loved the box and the artwork. I'm telling you, I say it all the time. Mattel does such a good job. And I love G.I. Joe Classified. That's my favorite line. But I mean, I just, to me personally, I rave over. I like to rave over this because they do a good job. Artwork's awesome on Motu figures, just in general. Okay, excuse me. So you have, we've got, looks like 7 joints, 2 double joints. And then these ball sockets, there's 2 double sockets, and then there's, looks like 9 single sockets. And I feel like I'm missing parts, but I don't know. All right. So it comes with an instruction pad, sort of. And this I am going to take out just to look at briefly. He did not come with a comic. Weird. I would have thought so. I don't remember if Modula come with a comic. Now I'm curious. Now I gotta get this box back out for a second. Did I miss the comic completely? Doesn't say that it comes with a mini comic. I don't see anywhere where it could be, or could have been. No, I guess not. Evil robot of 1,000 bodies. By the way, that's what it said. Forgot to read that part. I guess I didn't miss it. Felt like I missed it. Okay, well, real quick, here's what you've been looking for. Let's show him off. So here he is. Boom. He's got a 6-legged guy, 2 heads, 2 sets of arms, gun, blaster, whatever you want to call it. Similar to Modulux. A lot of similarities here. We just came up with a different figure and a different idea somewhat. So yes, we can make multi-bots out of him. There's the middle piece. I can get rid of that middle piece and we can have single. Doesn't that face look like a Quintesson face from Transformers? Remember the one with the mustache, the funny looking one? Yeah, that kind of looks like him. Let's turn his head around. There's his face. Yeah, like I almost feel like that's weird. I kind of feel like both heads could be Quintesson faces, so to speak. Always love Transformer cartoons, though. That's the one thing I will say. Transformer cartoons were one of the best. Right next to G.I. Joe, those two are hand in hand. He-Man, well, it was okay. It wasn't as great as, in general, the He-Man cartoons were okay, but not as great as Joe's and Transformer cartoons, I felt like. Difficult to get this shield in this hand. I'm trying, but I'm struggling just a bit to put that in there correctly. I'm trying, but it's not wanting to stick. Man. There we go. Ooh, be careful. That's my suggestion on that piece. Be careful. And I'm turning his feet and legs around backwards because they're all pointing that way. Although I feel like one set of feet should be pointing this way. And yeah, I can turn it around, but it looks goofy if I do that, by the way. So something I can fix here in a minute. Just switch sides of the legs is all you really got to do. This side's a little stiffer. This side's a little looser, as you can tell. Could be the joints in the inside or something causing it. Here we go. Here's your getting a look now with the shield. Okay, so you got all this. We can definitely take apart and do pieces. Like I said, you can do this. And we can give him his own look here. I don't know what all we want to add or subtract. I feel like for this one particular, I almost feel like I need to switch the legs around. I gotta think. There's a good way to do this. And that popped off, but that's what I said. This one was, I felt like this one was a little better fixed up. See, and here we are. He's separate. I want to get into this. This is bothered me slightly because I want to see if it gives you any detail or ideas real quick, and if it does, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. Man, knife's not super sharp. Not that I care. I didn't expect it or want it to be. Alright, so I think this is essentially just showing you all the parts. Yes, showing you all the parts, which is what I've already shown you. And it shows you, just pretty much gives you the blueprint of everything you got. Fair enough. expected a little more, but hey, no big deal. So, no magazine, no mini comic. So that's the one bummer. One bummer. And then see, we can adjust. See, this looks more like him anyway, to me. So yeah, you can end up with, yeah, see, multi-bots, right? That's the name, hence the name, right? And you can change his look a little bit. I'm trying to stand him up. So there's both of those. I always knock something over. And then I don't want to lose all these pieces. I swear. I know. I'm sure someone out there criticizes me and say I look really silly. Okay, well, hey, we're getting into a long video. I'm longer than I thought in, 16 minutes in. So again, we can take a lot of pieces. We can do a lot of different things. You have multi-legs. You got several leg options. I actually like the look how good those have been. Those have been better than a regular leg, the legs of a regular one, truthfully. So that does make me happy to see that part. But yeah, this guy, he can stand up. He's got the shield. This guy's got claws for hands. He is, let's set him back a little bit off the beaten path. So if he falls over, maybe he won't go straight to the floor. Again, I'm just trying to hold him up for a minute. Come on, I'm getting close to done here. Work with me, work with me. Not the prettiest. Okay, well, at any rate, I should hold him up anyway. Here's this extra part. Essentially wanted to turn the legs around. I can't really. I need to switch sides. I was just trying to pull these off. I'm afraid I'm going to break them, but I mean, it's all meant to be pulled apart. It's kind of like, what's the easiest way to do this? And without breaking it. There. Telling you. There. Woo, got it. So yeah, we need to switch sides on that. I like this blue leg though. I think that's better. I mean, because there's no real good way to say, hey, that's one looks more robotic than the other. Because when you get them together, yeah, they all look robotic. So, all right. Well, at any rate, guys, there's so much you can do with this. And believe me, I just said I'm not creative, but I'm sitting here looking at, ooh, I want to move these arms on this one, and I want to put a different pair of legs on this one. So yeah, legs looks like rollers. These look like regular robot feet. And these legs have treads on them. So yeah, lots of cool stuff here, guys. Lots to work with. So once again, we have another cool figure. The size-wise looks pretty good. Big enough. Yeah, pretty good size. So guys, I gotta say, they did a real good job on this. And unfortunately for me, I never had a multi-bot as a kid, but now I do, and it's cool. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all I'm gonna do with him today. I don't want to get into a ton. It's already, this video's running a little longer than I thought and expected. But I like what I see. Amazon 30-something. 32 to 36 is what he ran. So I think of course, I'm pretty sure he's still available. So I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure he is. So if you want to get one, go grab one. It's probably worth it. Like I said, when you look at, you're paying now $20 at least for a Origins or Cartoon Collection figure plus. 30-something is not bad for when you get a double with a lot of bonus makes here out of him, so to speak. So, all right, guys. Well, anyway, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to get notifications of my video reviews. And as always, thanks for watching, guys, and checking out Multibot. I'm Beast from Beast Toys. We'll see you.